Hello, so I'm prepping for a call in the next 30 minutes. And while I was noting down the questions that will help me have information that I should not leave the call without, I remembered something that I used to do when I was still starting out as a virtual assistant. I used to think that I need to have all this information in my head and I can't write anything down. And then I came to realize that I was treating discovery calls like they were interviews. Okay, so if you're doing that, please stop. Okay, and I'm not telling you to write everything down. I'm just saying that there are basic questions that, okay, they're just basic things that you need to know about you and your services and your business. Okay, so questions like tell me about your services, tell me about your business, tell me how you work. It's like those things you need to know. Okay, but when it comes to important questions that will help you have information and context, you're allowed to write those down. Okay, at the end of the day, this is not an interview. It's just a get to know you call with a potential client. Okay, it's just basically who are you, how do you work, and how do you fit into my business. Okay, so when it comes to very important questions that will help you put context, and in case you're writing a proposal after, there's some questions that you really like, there's information that you really need to get out of them, and you need questions for that. Okay, so don't be scared to write those questions down. It's okay, and you can just read them instead of trying to remember all of them and ending up forgetting like I used to, because out of 7 questions I had tried to remember, 7 questions I had tried to like put inside my brain before the call, I'd only remember one. Okay, then leave the call without enough context, enough information to help me like with the next step, whether it's a proposal or just a follow-up email or just whatever. Since I didn't have the questions, I didn't remember the questions, I would lack that information, and there was like the next steps will become even difficult. Okay, it's actually not even difficult, it became almost impossible to move forward because I didn't have information. But I can't ask for I can't ask for another call because we already had a call. Okay, so it's okay to write them down, please. If you're doing the same, or if you're treating discovery calls as interviews, please stop. Just know that there's information that you need to have, just basic information about yourself and your business. But when it comes to questions and other information about them, write them down and just read them. That is okay. Okay, have a nice evening.